Welcome to the seventh round of Onslaught here. Um, the first deck we will take a look at is the Dreadnought deck, which will be on the left in the video. It's mono blue. It has two Mithras factories as like a fifth and sixth creature, and the sideboard has the plan of the Palak's Tide, which can be very brutal against Goblin in this matchup here. Probably hoping for a fast Dreadnought. He goes into this blind unless he has been scouting the room. Dreadnought players can have some quick games, and being able to scout in a room with less than 30 people is, of course, an option. So if he knows what's up, he needs to mulligan to a fast Dreadnought here, because a wide board with a ton of goblins can be problematic. There is the powder keg as an answer, but do you pop it on 2 or 3, or where are you at? That is going to be the question, or even 1 if you are landing down an early powder keg. Okay, let's go on to the second deck. After looking at Christian's Dreadnought list, we see Lars here on Goblins. This is a list that has been more popular recently, like the black splash here. You either splash black or green in Goblins, unless you want to go mono red here. But in green you get answers to all the problematic enchantments, and in black you get to play Duress, and of course the super great removal spell in Terminate. And you also have the Volrath Stronghold in the mana here, so that you can actually recur some of your creatures to the top of your library. And the sideboard plan against opposing creature strategies with white weenies and elves coming to mind. You have the plagues, and you can also change the color of your goblins to black if you are afraid of them being red already, and do the pump with those enchantments. And you can, there's a ton of options when you splash black, but if you want to splash black or green in this matchup, I have no clue. But he does run some main deck answers to Dreadnought at least. But this will be about who goes on the board the fastest, I believe. So probably some quick games here, but let's see. Let's go to the games. Going into game 1 here, we see if my prediction is correct, that this will be about who goes the fastest here. Christian won the die roll, so he is up first, playing at Portent like you want to start any Dreadnought game, although he probably doesn't know what he's on though. Lars dropping down a mountain and has no turn 1 play here. Yeah, that is a difficult position to be in here. But let's see if he finds something nice to play on turn 2. A pile driver. Yeah, he cannot let that resolve. Okay, counter spells, but pulls back and plays Daze instead. When you can hardcast Daze, it's probably good to do so. He might believe that he is facing the normal green and red list here, so not respecting Terminate. Now the jig is up, 3 mana, Warchief, and eats a counter spell as well. Fifth land. So this makes sure that Lars will draw into a ton of gas here. And plays the tutor. What will he find? Pile driver. but can't play it. Don't know why he tapped like this. He could have tapped to be able to play them both last turn, but the pile driver here with mana up. Almost can't see what's in Christian's hand, but there is probably an answer to this. Yeah, it's a hard counterspell, the third one. Okay, 3 mana. Another tutor. All in his first main. Daze it is, and swings for first blood. Okay, using the ability on the stronghold, putting a pile driver on top, and drawing it and playing it out. Impulse in response here. So does he find an answer? Or, well, an answer could also be just digging for a stifle or vision charm and trying to face the goblins with a 12/12. Could be a good strategy. Results, swings 1. Yeah, Dreadnought, stifle, powerful play here. Takes the Tinker on top, draws it for turn, playing it out, and yeah, there is the the force of will at home. We see foil. And swings for 12 here. So Lars needs a terminates, or else it's game, or some blockers. Fetch. Mountain. Yeah, and Christian cutting the deck. I respect that. Four mana. Ringleader. Results. 3 goblins. But a little too late for all these goblins. This game here. He's at 5 life, so he can't even have enough toughness to block. 7 toughness against the 12/12, and you had 5. That is game 1 for Dreadnought here. Let's see if the Goblins can play a little faster here in game 2. Second game here, Goblins are starting out. Unless there's a foil ready from Christian, a turn 1 lackey could be super great here. And we see already from Christian 2 times Daze, a Dreadnought, some islands, and a counterspell. So he is loaded. But okay, we see a turn 1 duress then. Now he will see a loaded hand, so if he had any goblins at 1 CMC, it would be great. And oh, there is a stifle between those islands. I would have taken that as well, because the turn 2 Dreadnought is nothing that you want. It's not a thing that you want to face. Turn 1 mark, or turn 2 mark. And here we see the downside of being a 2-colored goblins list, because if he had another 1-drop, he wouldn't be able to cast it. Unless he plays what is it called? The Onslaught Goblin. That's a 1/1, and when it dies, it can deal -1/-1. You can mention it in a comment maybe, but I don't know why you would play that unless you try to use it for some weird combo. Okay, now he swings with his 20 turn clock. We didn't see a land drop, but already down to 18 here. Lars is stuck with 2 lands. Christian is probably looking for Vision Charm or Stifle with that impulse. Now that he sees no play over there, even though he might have a Terminate, he does have the bases. And Lars knows. Okay. Vision Charms the Dreadnought. And Lars in for 1 damage. Christian going to 17. Back comes the Dreadnought from his facing. Okay. We see the Charm. Destroy an artifact creature. Super narrow, but even in the main, it's probably something that you want to include because you don't have any good answers to a Dreadnought in Goblins. Okay, there is the handshake, and we see tons of answers in hand from Christian. Yeah, that's how it can go. So 2-0 for Dreadnought here. Lastly, I just wanted to include this here while they are showing what they play, like the sideboard option, discussing that. We see Lars having this this gimmick here where he, and I faced him as well, so one of these is with my signature. He had a Mons Goblin Raider ready for every opponent he would face in this tournament. Sort of a gift for himself, like a piece of memory from the tournament, and now he can use those as tokens for his Goblin deck. And I really like that. I have had a basic land going around at Euros 24, and I've also signed some weird stuff through Premodern. I like the way that this is not about winning, this is about making memories and having a good time.